Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps and welcome to my studio. I have a project to share with you using the Magical Day stamp set. Isn't that guy a little cute? So this is the one-of-a-kind night set, and if you know someone who is one of a kind, who you love like they are one of a kind, then this is a great stamp set for you, whether that person is like age 2 through 7 or not. So let me give you some tips and tricks. There are really great ways to use this designer series paper, and I'll show you. Every page in the Myths and Magic paper package has this shimmery embossing on it. It's not just like the 2 sheets in the back that are the special ones. So this is a really fun paper to use, and you can cut out a ton of knights, like your own little army, from one sheet of this paper. So grab your Stamps the Mail Club kit and let's get stamping. I have my Pool Party cardstock folded in half. And this card's a little bit smaller than usual. It's actually 4.5 inches tall instead of the larger size. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp knights on the background, and I am going to stagger them sort of left to right as well as up and down so that it doesn't look like, I don't want to try to make it look like I've stamped them in line, because then if I'm off, it's really obvious. So I'm going to just stagger them and move them around a little bit. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is grab my piece of the cardstock here, and I'm going to put some tape on it. So this is where this gorgeous star washi tape comes in, and I'm going to put it just right over here near the edges and fold this around to the back. I love washi tape. I don't know about you, but I could just, I don't know, I could keep a roll in my pocket all the time practically just to walk around with me. You never know when you might want to add washi tape to something, right? Okay, so this square gets layered on Dapper Denim cardstock, which is great because it matches the ink that we're using. And then this little piece here, I'm going to go ahead and cut with a banner tail, and you can do that with a triple banner punch. This piece is a little tiny, you'll have to kind of grab it, but otherwise you can just use scissors and go ahead and stick that down. So I'm using my piece here as a placement guide, but I haven't stuck it down yet because I really want it to be on dimensionals. But I need to know where to put my little banner. There's that. Now that I've got that placed flat, I can put my dimensionals on the back. And did you know that there are 300 dimensionals in a package? I know, useful, right? I feel like I could use 300 on a single card sometimes. Okay, so there is our background. Here is another piece from the designer series paper. This little sweet knight is also cut from the designer series paper, Myths and Magic. And you can see the glimmery on there. All of the pieces, like I said, have that fun shimmer pattern. So the little clouds on the back here are pretty cute too. I'm going to stick this down to give our guy like a whoo, here he is accent. And then he is going to get stuck down with a Stampin' Dimensional because he's a cutie guy. And then the last thing we're going to do is add our greeting. So this piece here is die cut for you ahead of time. And the stamp for this is You Are One of a Kind. The UR is really tricky to fit on there, so we're not even going to try. You can ink this with your Stampin' Dimensional. You can use an ink pad, but my favorite way is with the Stampin' Write markers. If you don't have these colors, Dapper Denim, Emerald Envy, Peekaboo Peach, Flirty Flamingo, and Sweet Sugar Plum, you are not going to want to wait to get them. All of the things in these colors, these 5 in colors, are going to retire when the new catalog comes out on June 1st. So once they announce that in like mid-April or whatever, those things are available while supplies last. And I know people have been sad in the past that they missed the chance to get re-inkers or markers or stock up on cardstock. So now during celebration, when you can still get a $50 an item free for every $50 you order, is a great time to get those. All right, so I'm going to grab my Stampin' Scrub, spritz that. You want to make sure your stamp is really clean when you go on to do the next part, otherwise you're going to end up with a little shadow. So I'm going to stamp it a few times, make sure it's really clean. And then I'm going to ink up this little UR. So again, you could totally use your Stampin' Spot that comes with Stamps the Mail. You just kind of do it carefully from the side is the easiest. But if you have your markers, then you're all set. And I'm going to stamp this guy here at the end of this giant scratch paper that I've given you. So you don't really need that much unless you have to, I don't know, do it 15 times, but All right, I'm going to cut this out, do my fussy cutting with my snips. If you are using the markers, be careful. It takes a little longer sometimes for that ink to dry because it kind of is a little heavier than it would be just from an ink pad. And I'm going to go with a jaunty angle here. And this little tiny banner is perfect for the mini Stampin' Dimensionals that are in the catalog right now. And I'm going to put this guy here to the side. So there we have our You Are one-of-a-kind card. Here is another one that uses a different knight from the paper. And I think I mentioned this earlier. There's like a whole army worth of knights in the Miss and Magic Designer paper. So if you haven't requested your Stamps in the Mail Club kit yet, please do so soon so you don't miss out this month. And I will be posting more video tutorials for Magical Day. If you have any questions about Stamps in the Mail Club and getting all your supplies pre-cut and ready to stamp, let me know. My website is lovenstamps.com, and I look forward to stamping with you by mail too. Happy stamping, and thanks for watching.